Well, thank you very much, Chris, and welcome to the Brand Room on the Goshen County Fairgrounds as the 2022 Goshen County Fair is kicked off. We're right in the meat of it this week. And this will be the first of many interviews we do this week with our local 4-H and FFA participants. And my grandfather, Ronald Kaufman, is here, a former 4-H agent here in Goshen County, and he's got a young gentleman that's going to talk about his projects here this week.
We will, and just a reminder that today from 8 to 10 they have the market swine weigh in, and this young man has just weighed his pigs. And from 10 till noon we have market lamb weigh in, and from 1 to 2 we have market goat weigh in, and 3 to 4 we have market beef. So first of all, we'll start with this young man. I hate to say how old I am, but I had his parents in my program in 4-H. And this is the Smith boy, and if you can give me your first name.
My name is Hayden.
Hayden Smith. And you are from what club?
Lingle Aggies.
Lingle Aggies. So do you have a lot of meetings?
We have one every month.
So one a month. So what do you do at those meetings?
Well, I am actually the treasurer there at the Lingle Aggies 4-H Club, and I do, we just kind of talk about what all is coming up in the month. I know last meeting we were talking about fair, trying to see if we were going to do a parade float, try to figure out everything on fair and just try to see how animals are going, and just kind of all that, really.
Okay, so since you're treasurer, how's the money situation in that Rawhide Club? Or Lingle Aggies, I should say.
Well, we actually had a bake sale, and so we made quite good money off of that. So that made our money balance go up. So we're glad that happened.
And I'm sure you baked all the cookies.
Nope, I was actually out of town then, so I couldn't do that. But I had after then we had this water ones, and I had to ask my dad to hold it so I could put it in the envelope because it was so big I couldn't even. My hands were so small I couldn't even fit it in. So that was a pretty good scene to see.
So maybe it was good luck that you weren't there, huh? They made a lot of money.
Yep.
So let's get down to the meat of things. I assume you weighed your pigs this morning.
Yep.
And so you're in the market pig business.
Yes.
So how many pigs and what kind do you have?
I have 2 pigs. Both of them are Hampshire Cross.
Hamp Cross.
Yep.
So they looking pretty good?
Yep. They're doing really good.
So you're going to keep them in front of the judge when you show them?
I'm going to try.
How do you do that?
Well, we actually have a pig stick, which we make them go and stuff. But the one thing we try not to do is run the judge over, because we don't want the judge being ran over. That's the one thing that you could probably get in some pretty big trouble for, trying to get your pig to do your commands in the show ring. So you don't want your pig running all around the show ring, but that's
not real good. You wouldn't brown nose the judge very much that way, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might scare him off.
Yep.
So just as long as he doesn't put you in last place if you can't do that.
Yep.
So have you been practicing?
Yes, we've been practicing for about 2 months now.
So tell me what you all do. How do you get your pig in good shape? And
well, we actually so we walk them morning and night.
How come you do that?
Well, so it's just because you need exercise. So humans, they need exercise. So they go to the gym or they go for a run or whatever. And so they need to get out of their pins, and they need to kind of run in and kind of need to get all their wiggles out, because those pins, you can't just have a pig in a small pin and never taking him out. So you need to.
Then because he can walk better this way, can't he?
Yeah,
and
then
develop a little muscle, and kind of get just like you said, like a human has to exercise, and those pigs need exercise like any animal does. So.
And you need to start a ways back, because if you do it the day before, that's not gonna go too well because your pig's not gonna know what to do. And then, like I was saying, that's when your pig is going to just go bonkers and go around the pen a few times, jumping up and down and stuff. We have this one pig. Whenever she gets out of her pen, she starts in. She bullets to where we let them kind of walk around, and she just starts to roll in, and she's weird.
So, do you have water or anything to cool them off?
Yes. So after we walk them, we actually spray them with water. Because our pigs don't get that hot, because I know some people have said don't ever put cold water on a hot pig, but our pigs, they don't get that hot, because, I mean, pigs need water after they go for a walk. After you go on a walk, you need to get a drink.
And pigs don't have sweat glands, do they?
No.
So
you
yeah.
kind of gotta give them a drink. And so our pigs, they love just to kind of roll around in the water. The one thing that you do want to be careful with a hose is you never want to get it down their ears. That's the one thing we make sure with their, whenever we water them, we always make sure even a little bit still can irritate their ears. It could cause a disease. It could do very bad stuff in their ears.
Yep.
So
Lose their balance, huh?
Yeah.
If they get a lot of water in their ear. So, so what your pigs weigh?
one pig weighed 260. The other pig was 285. And the third pig was, I can't remember what the third pig was, but she did not make weight. So
you'll they do have another class for those
Yep.
pigs. What do they call that? class?
It's called the feeder class. So I'll take her in the feeder class. Since I have two pigs this year, last year was my worst year I ever had showing pigs because it was a few years ago actually, because my first pig passed away due to heart failure. So that was pretty sad. And then the second pig I had didn't make weight. She was, I think, like 213, so right there at the 220. So we were pretty mad about that and sad. So that was not a very good year, but I still put her in the feeder class and stuff, so it
worked out okay.
Yep, it worked out pretty well.
So what do you feed your pigs, your market pigs? So you're trying to get them ready to weigh
We're trying to get them,
over 200 and have a lot of muscle and a nice plump butt.
Yep.
And
trying to get them looking all nice so the judge likes them and all that.
Yep.
So
Pretty deep and pretty long.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do you feed them?
We give them some grain, and then we also, I can't remember what all it's called, but I know we give them some kind of grain type stuff and some beet pulp. No, not beet pulp. Shoot, I'm forgetting all the stuff that we feed them. Because I know we just kind of give them a lot of stuff to try to help them with, trying to get them.
Give them a lot of grain and not a lot of bulk to fatten them up and get them and just go so many pounds per day. Or also, do you have puddles in your pen, or you just cool them off once in a while? Do you mist them?
Yes. So we have a little mister bottle or whatever that we just kind of go in there maybe once or twice a day to kind of mist them. You don't want to get shavings wet because then you have to take it out, and they leave great big old, at least our shavings leave great big old marks on their sides, so we have to take that out. And if you just make great big old puddles in there, then that's that's money out of your pocket that you're wasting shavings.
So are you ready for record books in November? You're all ready for that, aren't you?
Yes, we're kind of getting ready for that, because I know right now we're trying to put fair first in front of all of our other needs that we need to get done. And so we're trying to get fair done, and then after fair we'll go to the after fair stuff like writing thank yous and all that. So we'll have to
Yeah. So do you keep a record on a calendar every day what you feed, or how do you do that?
No, so we just kind of write the story on. I bought my pig this
Okay.
day from these people. And so we just try to kind of go from the beginning and just kind of start writing down from all the stuff. So.
Yeah, okay. Well, since you have to go take care of them pigs, it's going to be 101 today, we hear. So you're
Yep.
going to have to give them a lot of water.
Yep,
and
I'm going to have to give them quite a lot of water and make
That-
sure they have water and stuff.
give
so.
them a lot of TLC, huh?
Yep,
Yep, okay.
so.
Well, Mr. Smith, we appreciate you coming in. How old are you, by the way?
I am 11. I will be turning 12 in September.
So where do you go to school?
Lingle.
Okay. Well, it's good to have you aboard, and I hope you do well.
Thank you.
I might have to come out and watch you show pigs. I always kind of like that pig show.
Well, I would like that. So thank you very
Okay.
much. So.
Tell
Good
your
luck.
parents hello, and good luck.
Okay, thank you.
So, Ryan, the next three individuals we have, if they'll take a chair here, we have some Torrington FFA boys, and it's going to get 101 today, so I think the lemonade might sell well.
Groney's going to put him to work.
Yeah, that Mr. Groney, he's a slave driver, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Should we just use one mic?
We can use both if you guys want to just pass them around to whoever we'll be
Okay.
talking to here.
That's my tech guy. He knows what he's doing. I might know how to interview, but he knows how to run the tech part. So we have, let's first of all introduce yourselves. We'll start with this young man and go down the line.
I'm Nathan Lira,
And what grade you in, Nath?
8th grade.
Okay. Tell us about that program. When I used to teach, we didn't have the 8th graders. Kind of tell us how that evolved, and do you know how that evolved? And they just started that. They call it more or less the junior high program, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
So do you have a regular FFA classes?
Yeah, well,
You have you're training like feeds and feeding and
yeah.
livestock education. Okay. Well, okay. The next individual here.
My name is Dylan Packard, and I am a senior at Torrington High School.
Okay. Do you hold an office?
Yeah, I'm the second vice president of our chapter. So
Good. Did you go to state convention?
I did. Yep. And we had a pretty successful year last year, and we're just looking to come back strong this next year.
So did you take any trips in October?
I personally didn't, but we had other teams that did. Due to COVID and stuff that we couldn't really get out, and so they had all them restrictions and everything, so it made it kind of difficult. So.
Okay. And our last young man.
I'm Carter Groney. I'm 14 and I go to the 8th grade.
8th grade, so I bet his dad really makes him work, huh?
Yes, sir.
Can you do it right for him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let's start with Carter. Tell us a little bit about your lemonade stand.
The lemonade stand is our one fundraiser a year that we do for FFA. That helps with our traveling funds for our FFA chapters. So when we go to FFA convention and
Your national trips?
yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's what that money's for.
Yes, sir.
Are you an officer?
No, I'm not.
Okay. You will be probably when you get freshman, sophomore year, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, Carter, tell us what projects you show.
I have an Angus breeding heifer and I have 2 market steers.
Tell us about the market steers. You haven't weighed them. Do you know about what they weigh?
The Angus steer probably weighs 1410.
Good weight.
Yes, sir. And then the crossbred steer probably weighs 1350.
Good. That's good. Are you you're not in the cow program,
The Supreme Cow, yes, I
Supreme
am.
Cow. Tell us a little bit about the Supreme Cow.
The Supreme Cow is a program for the future ranchers. It helps us and it teaches us about AI and cattle and the supplies, and it helps our management, and it prepares us for the future when we head out to college.
Yeah, and that program's been around for a long time. Mr. Wayne Tapman started that when he became our agent here in Goshen County, so it's really successful. How about Is she bred? She ready?
Yeah, she's bred.
And she'll calve when?
She'll calve around February 5th.
Okay, that's good. You have a special area shed or what?
Yeah, so she'll go in our calving barn around February.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Yep.
Okay, Dylan Packard. I think I know some of those people around Goshen County. Tell us about your projects.
All right, so I have a Supreme Cow Phase 2 heifer in her calf.
Tell us the difference between Phase 1 and Phase 2.
So Phase 1, you come in there, and she's just a bred heifer. You breed the heifer the first year, and then you go through the program. You have a record book and everything, and you show her in the show ring. And then when year 2 comes around, she'll have her calf, and you'll breed her back again. And then they'll have you put them in a display pen, and you'll still come in and have a record book and everything for the cow and the calf. And you'll come in and do your interview, and then you'll find out if she's bred or not, and so you just breed her back the next year. So
Very good program. So now off the project subject, the lemonade, how's the ingredients? What do you put in that lemonade? I want to know what I'm drinking.
All right, so we have a variety of different drinks there. We have iced tea, we have regular lemonade, we have frozen lemonade, we have regular cherry lemonade, frozen cherry lemonade, Arnold Palmer's, and bottled water as well.
So most of those products are handmade?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us how you do that.
So
Let's just go through a lemonade. How would you make a lemonade?
all right, so we start out, we take a scoop of ice, we put it in a cup, and then we take a half a lemon, we squeeze it, we put the lemon juice in, and then we put the lemon in, and then we'll take about a half a cup of sugar, we'll dump that in the cup, and then we'll fill the cup up 3/4 to 90% full of water, and then we'll shake it up for about 15 seconds, and there you go.
Yep. And it's pretty good.
And it's all week, right? All the way through Friday?
Saturday through the junior
Oh,
livestock
okay.
sale.
Okay,
Good.
so that's a good money raiser.
Yeah.
So, you can cool off and become sweet at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, thanks for coming in. Nathan,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your projects.
Well, I got 2 market lambs that I'll be showing this year, and then I got 2 breeding that I'll be showing today about at 5.
Oh, you have, what type of breeding?
Blackface,
Blackface,
Yeah.
Suffolk or Hamp?
Suffolk.
Suffolk, yeah, they're most popular around this area. So, well, good luck on that.
Thank
and
you.
And you have to weigh this afternoon.
Yeah.
So how's that gonna go? You think you're all
Hopefully
right?
good. Yeah, I think we're good for
What do you
this
think
year.
they weigh?
Probably 113 will be my little one, and then probably 140 for my big weather.
So do you weigh them? How often do you weigh them at home?
About once a week.
Yep. Okay. So that's good. So what do you feed them?
We'll do the 17% feed from Z&W, and then we'll add some supplements on top of that
Yeah.
to get them fatter. and
So
all
you
that.
kind of know what to do.
Yeah.
So, well, Ryan, you have any questions for these young men?
I don't think so. I think you got them for us.
Okay. How much is your lemonade, price-wise? You know?
So, I believe $3 for regular lemonade, and that's the same thing for like Arnold Palmer's and stuff like that too.
So inflation's hurt you too, hasn't it?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to raise
yep,
them prices.
Yep.
So, well, good luck, guys, and we hope you make enough money, and I hope you win a few contests. So you can, those national contests are fun to go to. And you 8th graders, hope you advance and become officers and do a little judging, do a few reasons. So with that, I'll turn it back to Ryan.
Yeah, I think we'll let these guys go, get back to getting ready for the fair, and probably ought to remind our listeners of some of the events coming up. On Tuesday tomorrow, they'll have, well, I'm going to let Grandpa cover the youth schedule, but Tuesday they'll have the Open Dog Agility Show. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Pavilion, and also the Jelmer Johnson Team Sort. That will begin at 6:30, the 4-H FFA Sort at 6:30. And then it's open. You can enter at 5 p.m. It closes at 6 tomorrow for the team sort. And online entries close at 5 p.m. today. And that's all your events for tomorrow, Tuesday. And Grandpa has a look at some of the youth scheduled events for today.
Well, mainly today, 8 a.m. we have the horse show. So it started, and we have an excellent judge for that horse horse program. I happen to know the young man, and he'll do an excellent job. So they'll have showmanship first. They started in the pavilion, and then halter, and then performance. So that's interesting if you like, and it's pretty cool in the pavilion. So if you can come out and watch that. And then Tuesday at 10, they have in the pavilion they have the 4-H dog agility show, and then the open dog agility. Also, there's the first and second year lamb, and the livestock exhibits at 4. So those are some of the events that's going to happen, and we'll probably be with you again this afternoon sometime. We'll announce that. We'll have those people announce that on KGOS Kerm. So, and of course, Cinch, our the new station there. So.
Yeah, so we'll be here all week, and we'll try to do a couple interviews a day right after 10 o'clock, and then after 1 o'clock we'll be back here today too, and we'll be doing this all week. During Thursday, Fair Day, we'll just have one for you, but yeah, we'll be interviewing all the 4-H and FFA participants throughout the week, so stay tuned to us. We'd like to thank our sponsors. This is brought to you in part by Clark & Associates Land Brokers, Representative Shelley Duncan, Platte Valley Bank, Z&W Mill, Double D Real Estate, Dynas Irrigation, Old Moose Mercantile, Leithheads Appliance Center, and J.G. Elliott. And throughout the week, we'll thank all of the sponsors that make these broadcasts possible, and we invite you to come on out to the fair all week this week and go experience all the projects and events going on here at the fair. But for now, for Ronald Kaufman, I'm Ryan Caith. We'll send it back to the studios at KERM.